Does it ever happen to you that you get an idea so stupid that you just have to listen to it? Because it happens to me. That's why you're watching this. Anyway, to make a game about the Oscar incident, I knew that I needed at least two things. Chris Smith. Who the fuck is Chris Smith? Will Smith and Chris Rock. So I jumped into Photoshop and I tried to make a hyper-realistic drawing of Will Smith. And of course, I couldn't do it because I can't draw. So this is what I came up with in the end. Very bad. So I did the same thing for Chris Rock, which means that I literally copied and pasted the drawing that I made for Will and then changed the face, the shirt and the hands. And yeah, they're bad, but you have to understand that this is okay. Then I imported our gorgeous characters into Unity and I added a blurred sprite of the Oscars to make a background. The first thing I decided to create was the main menu. I always try to work very hard on the main menus of my games because if you think about it, the main menus are the first thing the player sees, and a responsive UI, possibly with sound effects and a nice background music, can really make a huge impact on setting the mood for the rest of the game. But you read the title, we're doing this in one day and we don't care about quality and we don't have time, so default text, default buttons, and just like that, boom, we made a main menu in under a minute. Does it look good? No. But does it work? Yes, and that's what matters. Moving on, I wanted to make two game modes, a time slap mode where Will has to slap Chris in the shortest time, and a hard slap mode where the objective is to slap Chris as hard as possible. To make the time mode, I created a very simple system that makes Chris joke randomly about a list of topics that I gave him. I called those topics trigger topics because they literally trigger a phase of the game where Will stops smiling and has to slap Chris as fast as he can to defend his family's honor. And if that happens, a game over screen will appear saying, "Congratulations, you defended your wife's honor, you are now a legend." But if Will laughs at Chris' jokes about his wife, the game over screen will say, "You lose, you did not defend your wife's honor and now she left you." That's a very touching story. And if Will slaps Chris without him making a joke about his wife, the game over screen will say, "You slapped Chris Rock for no reason. You won, I guess?" I should also point out that the game over screen tells how long it took you to slap Chris, and the objective of course is to slap him as fast as possible. Oh, and fun fact, to make this counter I actually reused the speedrun clock script that I made a while ago for my Square game, and I'm sure some of you guys remember it. And yeah, that's it for the first game mode. The second mode, the hard slap mode, works in a very similar way. But in this one, Chris immediately starts joking about Will's wife, and he has to slap him as hard as he can. This mode is based on a simple mechanic that works thanks to the slider that's on the left side of the screen. I'm sure you saw something similar to this in other games that involve shooting or throwing stuff. This bar has an indicator that moves repeatedly from top to bottom, using a simple script that changes the value of the slider from 0 to 1. If the player presses the right arrow key exactly when the slider's indicator is on the red color, Will is going to slap Chris with the maximum power and the game over screen will say, "Congratulations, you slapped Chris Rock so hard that he flew off stage. The whole crowd recognizes your strength as a superior being, defender of his family. Your wife's honor is safe and she has now found renewed love for you." I admit that I got a bit carried away while writing this. Maybe this is too much, but it was fun. On the other hand, if the slap happens while the slider indicator is far from the red part, it will either be a mediocre or a pathetic slap, and the game over screen will say things like, "Your slap was mediocre, so everyone will keep making fun of your wife's bald head," "You failed to answer God's call," or "You are not the defender of your family, shame on you," stuff like that. That's it for this devlog. This was a short one. I think it goes without saying that this is just a very dumb game that I made and it could be a lot more polished than this, but I had a lot of fun making it and I'm pretty satisfied with what I was able to achieve in less than a day of work. And I am also too lazy to keep working on it, and I wanted to make it while the topic was still relevant to get more views. That's the truth. I'm not gonna lie here. Okay, subscribe to the channel or Will Smith is going to slap the shit out of you tonight while you are sleeping. He's gonna come to your house and slap you. Watch this video next to my head. It's about a game that I made where you can shoot bananas in space. It's a good video. You should click on it, okay? Click on it. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna dissolve to black, okay? Click on it. Click on this. Click on the link. Come on. Fuck. Click on it. Click on it.